Well, ladies and gentlefolk, I finally did it. I watched Kpop Demon Hunters. And I'll say this, I never really have time for movies, nor do I ever get that much satisfaction out of watching them, but I think this was a pretty good movie. Now, I'm not going to sit here and go on some spiel about how this is my new hyperfixation or whatever, because it's not. But I enjoyed it a good bit, a lot more than I expected to, which seems to be the general sentiment for this movie. You know, people who aren't the target demographic seem to enjoy this movie the most, and of course I'm a part of that. In fact, I liked it enough that I decided that I was going to ramble about it for a little. But I'm not going to sit here and give some sort of synopsis, that's not really what I'm here to do. But what I would like to do is go over some of my favorite moments, favorite characters, aspects of the movie that I really liked, and stuff like that. By the way, I made a short on the songs that I like, so go check that out. Alrighty. My favorite character out of the main three is probably Zoe. I don't know, I just feel like she cancels out the other two a little better. I think Rumi is a really good character just because of how conflicted she is. Same thing with Jinu. I feel like he's a really good villain too, but he's also not really a villain. I guess you could say he's more of an anti-hero if anything. But regardless, very cool character anyways. And I might be alone on this one, but I found Mira kind of annoying. I don't know, she's just so up in arms about everything for zero reason. Well, okay, I guess I shouldn't say zero reason. There's definitely a reason that's left ambiguous here, but regardless, it's still kind of annoying to me. Like, I feel like some things would just go smoother if she held her tongue. I found Bobby to be a pretty funny character, and that's about all the important characters. Now, before I proceed any further, I think that one thing I should mention is what dragged me in. Apart from the popularity, it was a lot of people in my demographic telling me to watch it, and I thought it looked good enough, so I figured, hey, I'll do that. Yeah, to get that out of the way, the design looks really cool, and that's about all I can say for that. So as far as some of my favorite moments go, and spoilers by the way, but yeah, as far as my favorite scenes go, I think my favorite has to be the end with the fake demons. The sabotage with the Saja boys was also pretty cool. Well, pretty cool. It was funny. That's what I mean. Sorry, I can't speak. And of course, a lot of the facial expressions. Okay, look, I don't care what anybody says. Those are funny to me. Like, I usually think that type of humor looks hideous, but here it works. Like, I'm sure that they knew the K-pop community would find this funny, and it worked. Because even I, someone who's not in that community, found it funny. And speaking of the K-pop community, I have to actually praise this movie for how well it knows the community. I know I'm saying that word a lot, but hear me out here. Even by some of the animation choices, it's clear that they know the community very well. The dramatic expression showed through emoticons, them simping for the Saja boys, and even the songs are exactly what I think of when I think of the K-pop community, so they really nailed it with that one. I think it would have been funny if, for a dark turn to the movie, they showed some of the worst parts of the K-pop community. But then again, I guess the movie wouldn't be PG at that point, so hey. I'd like to expand on this even further. After watching this movie, and after giving K-pop a chance, I've actually seen that the community isn't as bad as it used to be. Which is kind of a redemption arc for me because I used to shake my fists at K-pop fans. Specifically, when McDonald's had the BTS promotion, that's when they were at their worst. But, alas, that was years ago. And who am I to hold a grudge? Anyways, those are my thoughts. Subscribe so I can eat something. Bye.